Welcome to Ooty Knitting and Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to knit this beautiful sweater or cardigan. This size is for 1 to 2 years little girl. It's very simple pattern. You can knit together with me. This is the top. I posted this video already. For this one, I'll tell you the measurement from up to here to there. I have around 14 inches the length, okay, and the body, one armhole to another armhole, I have around 12 inches, and the sleeve from underarm to down I have around 7.5 8 inches, around 8 inches. Okay, it's very easy to make. Okay, you can knit together with me. This rose I posted the video already. The top, the same flower I made for here as well. Okay, you can follow that one, you can check on that video. And the back side also I attach one flower. Okay, hope you will enjoy this video. Okay, I'm using this yarn. It's 240 meter, 100 grams, and the hook I am using is 3.5 millimeter hook. If you want to make bigger size, you can increase the hook size, needle size, the knitting needle size. Okay, first 2 stitches don't work. I cast on totally 71 stitches, and first 2 stitches don't knit. Remaining all stitches knit. Okay, just knit remaining all the stitches, and last 2 stitches we are going to do purling. Remaining all knit stitch. First 2 stitches don't work, and then last 2 stitches we'll do piece stitches, purling. Okay, continue knitting, end of here, last 2 stitches don't knit, we will do purling. Okay, here it is. I completed all knit, last 2 stitches. I'm going to do piece stitches. Okay, like this, 1 and 2, and then second row number second. Again, don't work first 2 stitches, just take it like that, and then remaining stitches I'm going to do knit stitch. Okay, remaining all the stitches I'm going to do knitting, but last 2 stitches I'm going to do purling. Okay, this one we are going to follow the first 2 stitch, last 2 stitch until last this project. First 2 stitches we will not work, and last 2 stitches we will make purling. Continue work knit. Okay, up to here, just leave last 2 stitches. I have completed last 2 stitches. I'm going to make piece stitches, purl stitch. Okay, and then next row. Okay, so next row number 3, I'm not going to work first 2 stitches, and then we are going to do knit stitch, and this row I'm going to make buttonhole. So what I'm going to do is last 5 stitches don't work, remaining all stitches just work knit stitch. I work all knit stitch, See, I left 5 stitches, and then the first 2 stitches I made 2 together knit stitch, and then I make 1 stitch, and then last 2 stitches piece stitch. Okay, so we have created our first buttonhole. And then row number 4. Again, don't work first 2 stitches. Remaining all stitch, I'm going to work knit stitch. Okay, knit all, and then last 2 stitches we will make piece stitch. Knit remaining all the stitches, last 2 stitch piece stitch. Okay, so I have completed row number 4, last 2 stitches piece stitch, and then row number 5. Again, don't work first 2 stitches. So now don't work first 2 stitches, and then next 2 stitches, see, 2 stitches you need to take it like that into working needle. Okay, and then take it back to another needle, and then knit that 2 like that. Okay, and then make 1 stitch. Okay, again take 2 stitches together into working needle, and then take that 2 stitches back to your needle. It's like a making cross into, not cross, like a into, and make 1 stitch. Take 2 stitches together to working needle, and then take it back to other needle like this. Just follow how I'm doing and make 1 stitch. Okay, takes 2 stitches together to other needle and take it like this. Okay, and knit 2, and then make 1 stitch like this, and you need to take 2 stitches together to other needle, and then one by one take it to this needle and knit 1 and 2, and then make 1 stitch. You need to follow this end of this row. See, now last I have 3 stitches. Okay, so here last 3 stitches, just knit 1 stitch, and then P1, again P2, 2 stitches purl. And then row number 6, again don't work first 2 stitches. Okay, then remaining all stitches knit all, last 2 stitches you will do only purling. Okay, in this row I have totally 103 stitches. Okay, so continue do knit stitch, continue do knit, last 2 stitches, just make last 2 stitches purl stitch. See, this is our last 2 stitches. I'm going to do piece stitch. One, and then 2. Now row number 7, I'm going to don't knit first 2 stitch, then knit 4 stitches. So totally we will have 6 stitch, 2, 4, 6. This 6 for the button part. Okay. So this 6 stitches don't count, and then we are going to knit 14 stitches for our front part. Don't count the 6 stitches which is for button part, and then knit 14 stitches for the front part. After 14 stitches you need to make 1, knit 2, and then make 1. So 14 stitches finish, make 1, and then knit 2, 1, 2, and then again make 1. Okay, and then sleeve you need to knit 12. Okay, for the sleeve you need to knit 12 stitches. After 12 stitches, again you need to make 1 stitch, knit 2, and then 1 stitch, make 1 again. So make 1 and then knit 2 and then make 1. Now we are on the back part. Now we need to make, after make 1 stitch, we need to make 1 stitch not like that, like this, because the first stitch we are going to make purling. Okay, so 1 purl and then 4 knit. Okay, this is first set, and then again 1 purl and then 4 knit. This is our second one, and then third one, this is third one, purl 1, knit 4. This is third. Okay, this is going to be fourth one, purl 1, knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we completed 4, and this is fifth one, purl 1, knit 4, and then this is the sixth one, P1 and then K4. And then we need to finish with P1. Okay, so I'm going to make P1. That's it, we made total 6. Okay, that braided stitch we are going to make, and then now make 1 stitch and then knit 2, again make 1, and then again next sleeve we are going to make 12 knit. Okay, 12 knit, knit 12. Okay, after that make 1, knit 2, again make 1, and then next front part 14 knit stitches. 14 knit stitches. Last we will have 6 stitches. Okay, so we knit all on the front part 6 stitches, the 4th stitch I knit, and the last is 2 stitches purl stitch. Okay, that's it, we completed row number 7. Now we are on row number 8. Don't work first 2 stitches. Okay, so now we are going to first 4 stitches knit stitch. So totally 6 stitch, 2 stitches we didn't work, and we work 4 stitches knit stitch, that is for our button part, and the remaining stitches I'm going to make purl stitch. Okay, until the make one all stitch, until all stitch the except the back side. Okay, just make purl stitch, piece stitch all. When you reach back side I will tell you. Okay, so here also all piece stitch, front part completed. Now I'm going to do the sleeve part. And the back side until the increasing the make one, there you need to stop. This is our first make one, and then the knit 2 stitches, there I made purling, and this is the first make 1 stitch. Okay, now what we have to do is the first stitch, the previous row we did purl stitch, now we are going to do that one, knit 1 and P4, 1 2 3 4, this is 1, and then again knit 1 P4, this is second, and then again knit 1 and then P4, this is third, and then again knit 1 and then P4, that is 4, again knit 1 and then P4, this is 5, we have one more, and this is the last, knit 1 and then P4, and the next one stitch we need to make knit 1. Okay, and then again we need to make all purl stitches. Okay, all purl stitches means the button part you should not make purling, there only knit stitch, the just except last 6 stitches, remaining all just work piece stitches. Continue work piece stitches. So see last 6 stitches, the 4 stitch I'm going to make knit 4, and then last 2 stitches P2. Okay, 1 and then 2. Okay, next row number 9. Don't work first 2 stitches, and then knit 4, after knit 4 totally 6 stitches, after that you need to knit 15 stitches, knit 15, After knit 15, you need to make 1 stitch and then knit 2 like this, and then again knit to make 1. After make 1, knit 14 stitches. Knit 14 stitches for the sleeve, and then again after 14 stitches you need to make 1 stitch and then knit 2 and then make 1. Okay, I have here 14 knit. I'm going to make 1, knit 2, again make 1. Okay, and then here we are going to follow same as the row number 7. So the first stitch, just make K1, okay, and then the first stitch P1 and then knit 4, P1 and then knit 4. That is our first, and the second one, knit 1, purl 1 and then knit 4. And then again P1 and then K4. 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 And then the last one stitch, P stitch and then 1 K stitch. Okay, and then make 1 stitch and then knit 2 stitch and then make 1 stitch, and then again we are going to work the sleeve part. Knit 14. After knit 14, make 1, knit 2 and then make 1, and then front part knit 15 and then last 6 stitches, 4 stitches knit 2, knit 4 stitches knit, last 2 stitches purl. Okay, so I completed sleeve. Okay, so now here I did mistake. Okay, so here after the sleeve make 1 stitch and then knit 2 and then make 1, and then front part knit 15 stitches, knit 15 and the button 4 knit and then last 2 purl. Okay, 2 4 6, one more. So the 4 stitches, 2 4 6, the 4th stitch I'll do knit as well, and the last 2 stitch just P stitches. Oops, that's it. Now the back side, don't work first 2 stitches and the knit 4 stitches, 4, and then we are going to, that is button part, and then we are going to make a P stitch, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, after that that stitch knit, then all knit until you reach the back side. This is our row number 10. Back side we are going to continue as row number 8. Okay, so continue to knitting the sleeve part. So here is the next one. So the first stitch I'm going to do the P stitch, this stitch I'm going to do the knit stitch, and then P4, and then again knit 1, P4, and then knit 1, and then P4, knit 1, and then P4, then knit 1, then P4, okay, and then knit 1. Remaining all we are going to make P stitches, one more. So knit 1, the next one, remaining all P stitches. Okay, just continue working end of this row. Now I have last 6 stitches, so the 4th stitch knit, and last 2 stitches P stitch. This is knit 4, and then P2. Okay, now we are going to work row number 11. See, it looks like this. Okay, and the next row we are going to do braided. So I'm going to use the pointed double side pointed needle. If you don't have, no problem, you can use it without that also. So I'm knitting first 2 stitches don't work, and then remaining stitches I'm going to do knit stitch. The back side is the one we are going to do the braid stitch. So knit the increasing point, just make 1 stitch, knit 2 and make 1 stitch. So here it is, here make 1 stitch and then knit 2 and then again make 1 stitch, and then continue do the knitting sleeve part. Okay, Continue knitting the sleeve. Here I'm going to do the finishing the sleeve. Okay, now make 1, knit 2, and then make 1. Now going to knit 1 stitch, okay, and then 1 more stitch knit. That is our increasing 1, and then 1 piece stitch, and then I'm going to do braid stitch, braided. So take these 2 loop here, knit the other 2, not like that, like this, okay, 1, 2, and then knit this 2. You can put it in that needle and you can knit, or if pointed needle you can knit like that in that needle. That's it. Okay, that is our first braid. And then P1, again braid stitch, take 2 loops into this needle, knit 2, the other 2, 1, 2, and then knit this 2, okay. One and then 2, and then again P stitch, 1 P stitch, and then again braid stitch like this, and then knit 2 stitches, 2, and then again knit these 2 stitches. Just continue same as this. You will have total 6 braid. And then P stitch, and then P1, and then last 2 knit 2, okay. After this we are going to do make 1 and then knit 2 and then make 1, okay. You need to continue work same as this, and after last 2 stitches just make purl 2. Then after that this is row number 11, after that row number 12, 13, 14, and then make braid stitch like this row number 11, and then continue work until you reach the armhole length, okay. Here it is, I have completed. Now you can see, as you can see, I made also buttonhole. 12, 13, okay, 14 2, 4, I made 6. That is for the buttonhole. Stitches. Then after that and I made up to here front 34. I have total 34 here, and then after this one, the sleeve, I have 52 stitches. Okay, and the back I have totally 71 stitches, and the next sleeve also 34, and next sleeve 52, and the front part 34, and the button 6. Okay, and then I divided, I put marker, as you can see. The center I took one for this side and one for that side. You can see the increasing place. I took one for this side, one for that side, and here you can see I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20, totally 20. Okay, every 7 centimeter you need to make a buttonhole, and you can see the braider 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, around 9 braid I made, braided stitch. Okay, also the buttonhole, you can see I made here one buttonhole. Okay, here one buttonhole. Here I made little mistake. Okay, that's it. Now we are going to divide this one. I'm going to work the sleeve first. After working the sleeve, we can work the body part. I'm going to divide. Okay, just cut this yarn. Let me cut this yarn. I'm going to take I'll just tighten it. Okay, now I'm going to take this into my yarn here. Like this. And then for the sleeve, the needle you can use smaller than the needle you're using. So the needle I'm using is 3.5. Now I'm going to, for the sleeve, I'm going to use 0.5 less. So I'm going to use 3 millimeter needle for the sleeve. Okay, so you can divide like this. This is front part. Like this. And then you can see here one I'm going to take here. Okay, that's it. And I'm using another needle. So the sleeve part, my little one's leg. So this needle I'm going to take the sleeve portion. Here I took all the sleeve part into the other needle. Now the back part I'm going to take into the yarn, this yarn, like this. So all the back part also I'm going to take into that. So you can see here I took remaining all the parts, even the sleeve and other side part, I took it to this yarn. Now the sleeve, I'm going to work the other side sleeve. Okay. So this needle is 3mm needle. I'm going to start from this side. Just join this yarn using with crochet hook. Join into the first loop. Just tied it like that. Okay, that's it. Now we are going to make all knit stitches. After joining, just make all knit. Just do all knit stitches end of this row. You need to work just knit stitch one row knit and one row purl up to, I'll show you up to not full sleeve. See, up to here you need to work. Then after that we will do braided stitches there, and few rows we will